Okay, here we are. This is the sixth game of day 2 that we are broadcasting here at the first annual Louisiana Bayou Basketball Festival Showdown. I'm Eric Hatfield from Louisiana All-American Sports. It's my broadcast partner, Perry Daniels. We've been treated to 4 quality games thus far of Summer League basketball action, and this will be the finale. This is the last of the A group for the 9th graders. We're getting very familiar with the heat. We can almost have a heat index. We've seen these guys so many times.
Right. Heat index, I like that.
These kids, I'll tell you what, they got to be tired. I only remember what it's like to be that young and have that kind of energy.
And they're so used to it by now. You know, this is what they do almost every weekend. They run in basketball. Even when you were a kid, you probably were doing it outside.
Right, and when in the heat, no pun intended, not even thinking about it. And while we're talking about summertime and temperature jokes, today's game is between the Baton Rouge Heat and the Alabama Fire. I am not making that up. All right, so here we go. 3-point shot, air ball, no good. Jason Mott tips it out. It rolls up into the hands of the Heat. And coming on the court, in the hands of the Fire. Lord, I'm going to trip up on that one today. That was Jalil Ford going coast to coast, putting it up in, and they have drawn first blood. I guess they didn't come all the way over here to be embarrassed. It looks like they're in a 3-2 zone.
They are in a 3-2 zone. First time we've seen that today.
Yeah, that's ambitious. You got to have a lot of confidence in your backcourt players to, in your front court players rather, to pull that one off. But they look very crisp in warm-ups, you know. And there's a whistle. Looks like he was kind of clobbered a little bit, not clobbered, but corralled by Errol Taylor. And that is going. Was that in the act of shooting? I didn't even catch that. I'm sorry. That couldn't have been Marquise. It was Marquise Williams. I'm sorry.
So it was not in the act of shooting.
It was definitely not in the. I didn't think so. I thought he was still on the ground. So Kenneth Johnson will inbound the balls. Kenneth Johnson is the son of Alabama Fire coach Kenneth Johnson, and rebound by Travis Williams.
Very good out-of-bounds play, just did not convert. I love to see how teams come out with their out-of-bounds play.
And, it's funny how one can easily lose sight of the opportunity. Oh, wow!
Who's that out on?
That should be out on. Yeah, it is. Good job there. Jason Lamont stayed with it. Number 13, Dietrich Moss, was on a fast break. Looked like he was going to put it in the hole, and Jason Lamont stayed with him, swatted it, and then the ball landed back in Moss's breadbasket and went out of bounds.
Yeah.
No good. Rebound, Marquise Williams passed out. Lamont goes to the lane, right-handed shot, floats it in from about 5 feet. And they've tied it up at 2. Jalil Ford stops, picks it back up. Moss passes over to Ford. Ford in the corner to Marvin. Marvin bounce pass. Oh, that should have been a foul. He was draped all over 22. And wow, Travis Williams, good job on the fast break in transition. Puts it up and in, and the Heat lead 4-2. Ford floats one from the baseline. Nice job from about 7 feet.
Great job. Way to push the issue, push the ball up the court, go right to the basket. Tell you what, Eric, it's going to be interesting to see. We saw 23 for the Heat last game.
Dubé Asanier or
no.
Carlos Emmanuel?
Carlos Emmanuel has some ball handling problems. It looks like this Heat team's pretty quick and athletic.
Your Fire team?
Yeah, the Fire team. Wow.
It's going to be tough, man.
Thank you, sir.
There's a lot of Fahrenheit in this one. A lot of red. Carlos Emmanuel had a nice fadeaway shot. Good look at the bucket. Just didn't quite fall. That's a carry. Yep, that's a good call. So Dietrich Moss is going to get called for the carry in transition. He tried to fast break and broke just a little too fast.
Yeah. Go down there. You can't get that dribble over the shoulder. And
Coach Blake calls timeout. Or did she?
True to form. True to form. She's massive.
Another wholesale substitution by Coach Blake.
No timeout. There was no timeout. No time.
No time. Okay. So they have mass, all 5. It's a mass substitution. It's almost like in hockey where they're putting the second line on the ice, you know? Oh, deflected. And, oh, nice job. Wow, Jonathan Wiley with an excellent defensive play. I think technically that's a steal because he swatted it and Ford got a hold of it and it ricocheted out of bounds off of the Heat. So the Fire trying to inbound. Well, they used a lot of time there. There's the bounce step. Moss tries to go up and there's a whistle. Let's see what the call is.
23.
It's going to be against Dube Asanye. That's his first personal. That was in the act. I thought that was in the act of shooting. It was in the act of shooting, and so Moss will go to the line to shoot 2.
23 white, right?
Yes. The one with the red. They got 2 23.
Red 23 white. Gets the shooter's roll, and that has been few and far between in this gym today. D. Moss makes the first one. A little out of sorts on the blocks. Oh boy, that was close to a violation. The refs let that one go.
You know what, Eric? I'm looking at these Heat guys, and a lot of them look like. I'm looking at these Fire guys, and a lot of them look like football.
They do. They really. Well, you know, in Alabama, I think they play everything.
Everybody plays football.
Yeah. I think it's a religion. I think it's sacrilege if you don't.
But they really look like they could be on the gridiron.
They are really in good shape. Asanye, nice job, Asanye, wiggling out of danger. Passes over. That's Clark, I think that was, and he lost it out of bounds. So Ron Clark loses the ball. I stand corrected. He did not lose the ball. It was deflected off of a Fire play. Asanye has to pick up his dribble. He kind of lost control. Clark with the basketball back to Asanye. Steps up into the wing. Passes it back out to Clark. Ron Clark from about 22 feet. No good. Rims out. Rebound by Ford. Here comes Jaleel Ford. He's going to push it up. Flips it all the way. There's the bounce, jump step, and up and good. Jonathan Wiley on the assist for Jaleel Ford.
Way to finish.
10 minutes to go in the first half. Stolen by Wiley. What excellent ball handling by these guys. These guys are on a clinic. Look at Wiley from coast to coast. From the roots of Tudor, lays it up and in off of the steal. What a job by Jonathan Wiley. Excellent defensive and one.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 3-point swing. That is an excellent job by that young man.
So Coach Blake's getting fresh guys in. She's going to need it to get someone to guard that guy.
Yeah. I'm thinking that, you know, probably Carlos Emmanuel will be the guy to stick on him. But somebody tougher, faster.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have anybody. If he handles the ball like that, consistent like all the time, if that's his regular game, and it probably is.
I haven't seen anyone in this tournament that could.
No, that was pretty impressive. Oh, rims out. That seems to be everybody's kryptonite in this tournament is the foul shot. Carlos Emmanuel, oh wow, that was a huge air ball by 22. Is that Fisher? Michael Fisher. So who scored that bucket? Okay, that was Jonathan Wiley again.
Yeah.
Oh, this kid is on my radar. So here we go. Carlos Emmanuel with the basketball. Steps up. Oh, swatted away by Wiley. Back in Emmanuel's hands. There we go. Oh, my goodness. Jaleel Ford. Oh, he gets fouled. So he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. And Jonathan, was Wiley the one that loosened that ball up?
Yes, he
Holy
is.
moly.
He's making an impact on both ends of the court. That's what college coaches look for, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who's going to play on both ends. A lot of kids just love to play offensive.
Right. That's where the glamour is. But, you know, you look at a guy like Anthony Davis, and let's face facts, his defense might even be a little bit better than his offense. He's going to be the first pick in the draft. So it's a matter of you know, can you do it or not?
Man, I wish he would fall to number 2.
Ooh, Lord. Wait. Who's your favorite team?
The Hornets have a second pick.
No, they got the first pick. They got number 1 and number 10, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's coming to New Orleans.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
There's no chance of him falling to number 2. LeBron had a better chance of falling to number 2 than this kid.
That's a well-executed play by the Heat. They just did not put the ball in the basket. They got the ball. That's how you beat the 3-2 press. You got to get the ball inside.
Carlos Emmanuel from downtown. Ooh, golly, off the right side of the bench. Nice job, though. Good heads-up play by that's Jason Lamont again, who has really been inside the paint on both ends, has really been present and really helped out his team. Wiley with the ball. Flips it over to right. Right flips it over to Dallin Moore. From the corner, air ball. Fired the rebound but couldn't put it back in. Oh boy, that was a forearm shiver.
Get back.
And that's insult to injury. Took a shot and he picked up the foul. Did Javon Marvin? Sorry.
Great job by the Fire finding the open player though.
Yep.
They're sharing the basketball. They seem very unselfish.
I'm gonna say probably the best freshman team I've seen in this whole tournament. I'm curious to see them versus the Warriors tomorrow. Maybe no, I'm sorry, they're in the same. They're in the same pool, so that couldn't be. And I'd like to see them play the Warriors.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jonathan Wiley with the basketball. There's a pass over to Ford. Ford swish from the baseline from 6 feet, 17 feet. He's got a nice little jumper for a ninth grader. Asanye passes over to Lamont. Back over to Josiah Blake. Asanye. So good. Rebound by Dallin Moore. 1-2 jump step. Oh, Wiley with the pass to Ford. He just couldn't get the rebound. Ford gets his own rebound, though. I'm sorry, couldn't get the basket. Gets his rebound. Amazing. Jaleel Ford and Jonathan Wiley. I think we'll be seeing them 4 years from now on television somewhere. That kid, anyway.
I bet he's a better football player.
Might be. And Jonathan Wiley on the fast break after the steal. Lays it up and in. Credit the steal to number 15, Kirkland Wright.
I bet he's a tailback there.
Yeah. Asanye through the lane, rims it up, no good. The route is on. Here we go. Rebound picked up by Kirkland Wright. Wiley passes over to Ford, lays it up and in. Ford on the assist from Jonathan Wiley, 23-6 with 4:34 to go in the half. And the timeout is called by the Baton Rouge Heat. And you can tell they really beat their opponent into submission, forcing that timeout. It is now 23-6 right now with 4 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in the first half. Fat Lady's already out of a dressing room right now.
Yeah. It looks like the Heat, the back-to-back games have taken their toll on them.
Yeah.
They're holding their shorts.
Yeah.
Just doesn't look good for them. Their body language.
And this team is so sharp that they're playing.
I mean,
even fresh, I don't know how many more points they'd have put on the board.
Right.
I have not seen any of the freshman teams execute anything like this at all.
And now, Coach had her team is properly there. It is.
Lost control. Jaleel Ford pounces on it like a shark smelling blood in the water. Dishes out to to Jonathan Wiley. Wiley on the assist from Jaleel Ford, 25-6 in favor of the Fire. Corey Williams with the ball.
There you go. Stay right there at the hot pole.
Oh, there we go. And they get the movement in. There's Errol Turner. Off the backboard, up and in. Errol Taylor. I keep saying Turner. Errol Taylor with the bucket. 25-8. That, bless you. Long scoring drought was snapped there. Oh my goodness! Wiley just saw Ford right into the bucket and hit him like a dartsman. Unfortunately, Ford couldn't finish. Asanye levitates from the wing and just going to draw the foul. That's a block against number 4, John Marvin. So that's going to send Dubé Asanye to the line with 3:23 remaining in the first half. Bricks the first one. Saunier puts it in. 25-9. Into the game for the first time for the Fire is Ronnie Azell. Dallin Moore brings it across the timeline. Moore steps up, passes over. He has Kenneth Johnson. Johnson, he lays it up, but unfortunately hit the bottom of the rim. Moore steps up, goes into the wing area, floats up a prayer, and Jason Lamont's going to be there for the rebound, but it gets deflected as he tries to pass it out. And now Johnson has the ball back. Ezell trying to get himself out of trouble here. He's really under duress now. He finally gets into the hands of Moss. Moss goes through the lane, rejected. Get that out of here. And finally, some defensive momentum for the Heat as Taylor blocks that shot.
Now they can convert offensive.
From way downtown, Jason Lamont put up a prayer and was not answered. You've got to get something high percentage when you're trying to swing the momentum.
Right. Here it is. Yeah.
Stolen. Oh, nope. Moss passes in the corner. Dallin Moore passes back to Moss. Moss steps up, floats it, and good. Nice little teardrop from about 10 feet away.
4-point turnaround.
That hurt. Yeah. Corey Williams with the ball. He's going to bring it across half court. Crosses over, passes over to Asanye from downtown. Rims out high. Rebound by Javon Martin. They're taking very low percentage shots with a lot of time left on the clock. I just don't think it's necessary for them to put up all these prayers when it's still the first half. You can build yourself back in the game 2 points at a time.
Yeah, it's easy basketball. You stand out on the perimeter and you throw it up. That's real easy to do.
And you're going to get an easy result.
Right.
You can live by the jumper and die by it, but they don't really have a jumper to begin with.
Right.
Dallin Moore. Oh, wow. Dallin Moore with a hook off the glass, and I believe he called glass before he shot it.
It sure looked like it.
Corey Williams brings it across the timeline. Still in the 3-2 zone. Well, Ezell just kind of mentally spooked him into losing the ball. And that's exactly what happened. Stolen. Moss. Oh, he missed the gimme. And a steal. Another steal by Moss. He has a second chance to Ezell. Passes it to Dallin Moore. Floats it up high. Good. Rebound by Travis Williams. Williams trying to go on the fast break. Oh, he had Errol Taylor under the basket. He didn't see him. But he does draw the foul with 10 seconds to go in the half. And that's going to be a call of fouls against Javon Marvin with 9.9 seconds remaining in the first half. Williams. Boing. Well, the good news is the big bad wolf can't blow down a house of bricks. The bad news is it's not going to put any points on the board. Travis Williams again. 5 seconds to shoot, right? 10, okay. Couldn't get the roll. No's got the roll today. Stolen. Stolen by Asanye, 7 seconds left. Passes to Errol Taylor, who's on the ground. He receives the pass under the bucket and calls timeout. It almost looked like they drew it up that way, but they couldn't have.
But he caught it.
Yeah. Ooh, and Errol Taylor looks like he has it's either a cramp or a knee, and I hope it's the former, not the latter. He's in a lot of pain. So Travis Williams is helping him off the court.
One more player coming in.
It's ankle.
Yep. 5 seconds to go. Ball's inbounded. And Dallin Moore steals the inbounds. Gets the Moss. 2 seconds. 1 second. No, that should not count. They counted it. 31-9. Dietrich Moss on the assist from Dallin Moore puts it up literally at the buzzer. And the Alabama Fire, I said the Miami Heat, the Alabama Fire have a commanding 22-point lead, 31-9. I think this is the only team I've seen stuck in single figures at the half.
Eric, what's amazing to me is that I see the coach over there for the Fire.
That's Coach Kenneth Johnson.
Coach Johnson has a Y symbol on his shirt, like the YMCA.
Yeah, yeah, I noticed that.
It's tough for me to imagine that's a YMCA basketball team.
You know, again, there's not a lot to do in Alabama. Those might be half the teenagers in town for all we know. that says the Y on his shirt. Yeah, wow.
Wow. So maybe that's just their uniform, and maybe they put together a team from the Y.
Possibly.
Group of guys.
Wow.
They're impressive.
I've been really impressed with Jonathan Wiley. His ball handling, he is way ahead of his age range. You know, it goes above and beyond the level of competition. When you can handle the ball and move it that quickly around defenders, you can move it around dummies, tackling dummies. If you can move the ball like that, you got a future, you know. And
that's right.
I mean, I could barely keep up with him with the naked eye, you know. So 31-9, I'd like to take a quick moment again to thank Family Christian Academy for letting us use this facility all day long, all weekend long. Couldn't make it work without them. Also, again, the Daily Hat Trick, check it out. Most informative and entertaining sports blog on the World Wide Web. If you like sports and like to have a little fun with sports, go to www.thedailyhattrick.com. That's thedailyhattrick.com, all one word. Had a little fun, as much fun as one could have with the Sandusky situation. A lot of talk about the NBA Finals. Think you'll find it quite entertaining. There's a little eye candy in there for you fellas. So, another NBA season's in the books.
Yeah.
The Miami Heat and LeBron James getting his first ever NBA championship. And that monkey's off his back. And whether you love him or hate him, that's one less hate anybody has in their repertoire on LeBron.
Yeah, and now the talk is he doesn't have 6.
Yeah, okay. Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, Steve Nash, Allen Iverson, all won MVPs, and Derrick Rose all won MVP, don't have one.
Right.
So.
Right. And you know what? That's an interesting point, the Derrick Rose situation, because they were poised.
Right.
To run this year, so maybe next year is Chicago's year. Although I just like
the Bulls got to get some more players. They got to get more stars. You have Derrick Rose. I think Lou Deng's a very good role player. I think Joakim Noah's a good defender. But you got to have playmakers, and he's really the only playmaker on that team. And until they get more, I think they can win all the regular season games they want, but they're going to be mired and stuck in the playoffs at some point.
Like the Spurs.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Spurs really surprised me. I thought they would. I didn't think Oklahoma City was capable of beating them, but I thought just because of the home court that San Antonio would be able to wait them out and win it in 7. But when that game 5, when the Spurs came from 13 points back to make it a single possession game in game 5, and then took their foot off the gas, and OKC forged ahead. I said, this is not coming back to San Antonio. OKC's taking it in 6. That's a team we're going to see a lot of for a long time.
OKC?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they need some maturity out of Westbrook.
Mm-hmm.
He makes bad decisions sometimes, even as a phenomenal player as he is. At times, he's just out of control out there.
Yeah.
I think the Spurs, it seems to me, now I haven't heard it, just looking at the court dynamics, it looks like Ginobili and Parker are not agreeing on the court now.
Yeah.
It seems like Parker passes to an open Ginobili sometimes.
You know, I think part of the time is catching up to Ginobili a little bit. It's certainly caught up to Tim Duncan, but the thing about Duncan is when the rubber hits the road and it's showtime, he's there.
He's there.
You know, their bench got a lot younger. Actually, their bench got much younger, and you could see the difference in the playoffs. But you're right; Ginobili has got to be engaged as Manu Ginobili, or that team is not going to be the force it is. Very well coached basketball team.
Oh, very well. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see a move from one of those.
Right. Yeah. Well, the word I'm hearing on the street is that they're expected to re-sign Tim Duncan. I don't know for how long. He's 36 years old. He's about my age.
Yeah.
But they are expected to re-sign him. I don't think Ginobili's contract is up, but I mean, he's 33, 34. I mean, he's only got so much. Nice shot. Only so much left.
But he can help out a Bulls.
He can help out the Miami Heat. I mean, they're looking for sharp. Mike Miller's probably going to retire. I mean, they certainly could use a sharpshooter. Oh boy. Oh Oh dear, that ball's just, there's a scrum, and actually good job by the Heat. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say good job recovering it, but Dietrich Moss, yeah,
Right there.
the fire doused any flames of recovering the ball. So there's a little bit of a tie up there, and there's a jump ball, and that's gonna go to. The Heat will retain possession of the basketball as they had the possession arrow. The possession arrow now flip over to the Alabama Flyers side of the court. Oh, boy, almost rejected again. There's a flip over and taken away, stolen by Kenneth Johnson. He's pushing the ball up court. Passes it over to Javon Marvin. Back to Ezell. Ezell passes it over to Moss. Moss to Moore. Now it's kicked out. Ezell works on the baseline. Oh, nice pass underneath to Johnson. He couldn't finish it off the glass. Good movement of the ball, though, by Ezell along the baseline. Ron Clark passes over in the corner. There's another pass swatted away by Johnson, picked up by Ezell, and Ezell loses control but regains it. Still on his feet. Ezell, oh my goodness gracious, what a great job of penetrating off of the steal.
Here come the horses here.
The swat steal by Kenneth Johnson, the carom picked up by Ezell, and he went all the way, sliced between two defenders, then came inside and went hard to the glass before drawing the foul.
Even though the Heat has a very large lead, even though the Fire has a very large lead, they still have high intensity on defense.
They do, and you can see the push again, and they seize upon the least little mistakes that their opponents are making. I mean, that was not a terrible sequence in the paint earlier, but Kenneth Johnson kept his eye on the ball and slapped it away. Ron Clark with the ball now, bringing it up court. 35-9. Fire all over the Heat, which sounds a bit redundant. And Clark stepped up, hesitates. Now he passes back over from way downtown. Big shot by Jason Simmons, number 10. Hit the one from the USS Kid. And finally, the Heat are in double figures.
He's done that before, yeah.
He sure has. Nice stutter step by Wiley. Oh, boy, he just crushes the defender in the lane. The question is, was the defender moving? He was, and that's going to send Wiley to the line. Another insult to injury play, because I think that looked a little painful as Fisher took one in his, literally landed on his tailbone, looks like.
Yeah. That is a running back.
Yeah. Ran him over. Wiley, swish, 36-12.
We've been doing the size of them up the same way.
24-point lead for the Fire. The Fire are on. Wiley could not get the shooter's roll. Nobody's getting it. But Johnson with the rebound, and then get over to Ford. And then very good physical play to jar it out of Ford's hands.
That was hockey hip check.
Yeah, it was a hip check. It was Taylor jarred it loose, but he was charged slapping it out of bounds. And now the Heat have gotten the ball back. Looks like Moss lost it out of bounds. So there's the inbounds to Simmons. Passes it over to Clark. Fisher, oh boy, Fisher. That pass is not put in a good place. So it's stolen by Kirkland Wright, and they're going to reset. Moss is going to bring it out near half court. Trying to work past Marquise Williams. There's the pass over Kirkland Wright, and it's stolen. Stolen by, I believe it's Williams. Marquise Williams with the steal.
Have a knee, fellas, have a knee.
Take a knee.
And they try to go up to the goal, no good. Clark tried to put it in. Oh, Moss stayed on his feet. He almost fell, but shot to Kirkland Wright, who makes a tremendous pass to Jonathan Wiley, who went on the way up, put it off the glass, but fell down. And there's a call for, I believe, a travel against the Heat. Looks like Fisher walked. Here comes the wholesale substitution. As checking in, as we have Trevis Williams, Corey Williams,
Too easy.
And, oh, he misses the easy layup, but rebound by Wright. He can't put it in. Ball's batting around. Now it's picked up. Here comes Josiah Blake. He misses the layup. Here comes Jonathan Wiley pushing it with furor, and he is swatted down from behind by number 23, Dube Asanier, and that will send Wiley to the line. As that was, no, that was not in the act of shooting. It was not, yes, it was in the act of shooting. (36-12) the score. Wiley will go over the line. Under 10 minutes to go in the game. Well, rims in and out. That goal has been unforgiving.
Yeah. I'm not sure what Coach Holmes does to it when the FCA Flames play here.
I think he turns those screws to the left a little bit. So back in the game for the first time is Emmanuel, and it's stolen by Kirkland Wright, and Emmanuel steals it back. And okay, a little bit of a rugby scrum there. And Javon Marvin was the last to have his hands on the ball, and Carlos Emmanuel picks up the personal foul. Under 9 minutes to go in the game.
It's good to see, though, that the Heat has a little fire, I guess.
Little flame?
Because they're playing a little harder than they did when they first came out.
Yeah, the Heat is not as cold as they were in the first half. And boom, right back in. Of course, they've only scored 3 points this half.
Right.
But defensively, they definitely seem to have a lot more spunk.
Oh, wow.
Wiley, another bucket.
And the Heat
stolen.
Full court press.
Carlos Emmanuel loses it. Ford is blocked, and I think a foul by Travis Williams, because that would have been 2 points for Ford if he had not gotten in the way. 38-12. 26-point lead. 26-point lead for the Fire. Wow, this is brutal. Ford. Swish. Yeah. He's got a nice, fluid motion to his shot. I mean, if he keeps hitting jumpers like that, he'll be on television 4 years from now too.
Look at them. They all got the same shoe on.
Yep. I mean, like you said, how you dress often dictates how you act. This is a team. Very much, and exactly.
You don't see that a lot in summer basketball.
From downtown, it shows how seriously they take their hobby, you know? Ford looking to get out of there. Kirkland Wright helps bail him out a little bit. He's being trapped. There should be an open man. Here comes Ezel. He was fouled. They didn't call it. Now he has the ball back. Asanier. Oh, Wiley with a nice pass right under the bucket to John Marvin.
That's more than taking your basketball seriously. That's a sponsor.
Yeah. 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 Somebody who cares. Oh, nice little dipsy-do by Dube Asanier.
Same socks.
Right. There's the bounce pass, and stolen by Dube Asanier. He takes it away from Javon Marvin. Press up there is Carlos Emmanuel. Terrible attempt to lay off the glass. Ford gets the rebound. He's going to go, and he goes strong to the hole. A nice job by Josiah Blake breaking up the what looked to be an imminent layup. There's the shot, and good by, is that Josiah? Is that 34? Josiah Blake with the three-point shot, and now it's 42-16. Wiley, oh wow, look how quick this kid is with the ball, behind the back, through the legs. Oh, he got stolen. Carlos Emmanuel, that's the first they're seeing Wiley make all day. He's going to lay it off the glass and gets the roll. 42-18 with 6 minutes to go. So, you know, one thing you can say, you're not quitting.
No, their pride is taking over here.
Yeah.
Their pride is taking over here, and they're figuring they're not going to let these guys come from Alabama and just embarrass them.
Right, especially here in their own hometown. Right. So good job. They're definitely going to fight through it. They're not going to be run over. They're not going to score enough points to even come close to closing that gap. They're still playing with pride, and they're making good basketball plays.
Right, that's right. And this is a quality basketball team. You can't get down to them by 20-something to expect to.
I don't think you can get down more than 10 or 12 with this format and come back, yeah,
right.
with a running clock.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That is the first error I've seen Wiley make all day.
Yeah, so it really wasn't an error. It was a
Good
great
steal
play by Carlos because he came up on the double team on the backside.
Marvin will inbound the ball. Marvin, he's going to go all the way in the back court. Oh, wow. That's a pretty smart foul by Dube Asaniye as Kenneth Johnson was going to go unmolested to the basket. He slipped all the way behind the coverage. Johnson, it was almost a two-hand motion he had there. Puts it up and in, makes the first one. .5:30 to go in the game. Johnson. Nope, bricks it out. Rebound Carlos Emmanuel, 43-18. So the lead remains at 25 for the Fire. Marvin will inbound. Yep, Moss with the ball. Asaniye tried to make an aggressive move and almost got burned, but then Moss got a little too aggressive. I don't even know who he was passing to under the goal.
Neither do I.
Yeah, and that's a turnover. And another wholesale substitution. So checking into the game now for the Heat are Marquise Williams, Jason Lamont, looks like Fisher. Oh, track stolen. Moss steals it and goes all the way to the basket. They never saw it coming. I didn't see it coming. Yeah. And Moss gets the steal and goes all the way to the bucket.
Again, no, they didn't do it.
Passes over to Simmons. I think they knew it was coming. Ron Clark with the ball. Well, everybody took a swat at that one. It's like Madonna in the 1980s. Everyone had a piece. Here comes... Oh, get that out of here! He said... Jason Lamont said, not in my house, not in my backyard. Dallin Moore kind of nonchalanted his way to the basket like he was just going to have an easy time, kind of like Madonna in the 80s. And Jason Lamont's pride took in. He went in the air, swatted that ball. If there was a behind the basket section to go into row 7. So Dallin Moore is going to try to redeem himself as Ron Clark is on him. Moore passes over to Johnson. Johnson back to Moore. Moore steps up, bounce pass over to Moss. Moss from downtown. Gets off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound Ron Clark. Ron Clark with 3:25 to go. Pressing it on the fast break. He needs to slow down. Steps up from the right elbow. Hits it. Goes off the back of the iron. Gets his own rebound from the left wing. Terrible shot. Going to go air ball. No good. Nice effort, though. Good second effort rebound by Fisher. And that's no good, though. And Moss will grab that rebound. And this time, Dallin Moore does get his 2 points on the assist from Moss, from Dietrich Moss.
I'm looking forward to seeing this team.
Yeah.
Fire team is really good.
Ron Clark, looks like his foot was on the line, no good. Michael Fisher picks it up. He's going to launch from about 16 feet in the wing, no good. Rebound by Moss. Moss has a big smile on his face like he knows he's taking that to the hoop, and he does. From the rooter to the tutor, Dietrich Moss. Laying it in, getting the rebound and going all the way coast to coast. And there's whistle blown. It looks like a timeout by Coach Blake with 2 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the game.
31-point lead. I think the timeout was just to get some new players.
Well, the fat lady has sung, and we're just going to see what the Heat has to offer the Fire for the remainder of the ball game.
So, Eric, broadcast resumes tomorrow at
4 p.m. We're going to be picking up the semifinal rounds of the semifinal and final rounds of the high school boys, of the 11th and 12th grade boys. And I think there might be a 10th grade game in there somewhere.
Okay, great. Great. So you stay tuned. Tomorrow, 4 p.m.
And that is on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.net, and you can add that to your Ustream event planner by clicking on the hyperlink for tomorrow's games. Nice job there. Good job slicing through boy, I can't talk. Dube Asaniye, and he finally gets the bucket. He sliced between 2 Fire players who didn't even box out. They were just waiting for the ball to fall to them, and he was hungry enough and prideful enough to pick that ball up, get his own rebound, and come back. And Jonathan Wiley just demonstrated who the man is.
It's a mean cross.
Whew. I think even Allen Iverson would be proud of that one. Josiah Blake, head fake, passes over to Asanier. Asanier kicks it back out to Blake. Blake foot on the over the line from 18 feet, no good. Rebound by Ford. Javon Ford up, slapped away, stolen by Asanier. Asanier being worked over. Passes out to Blake. Josiah Blake air ball, and now Ford is going to go with it. He gets the rebound. He goes almost dunked it, but not quite. From the rooter to the and he's going to regret that one. He gets a cramp. Yep. Or maybe it's just, I think it's a thigh. I think it's just a thigh, left thigh, and might be a little dehydrated. Hopefully that's all it is. Jaleel Ford grabbed that mound off of the air ball, if you can call it a rebound, and went from the rooter to the tutor. Looked like he was going to dunk it hard, and his thigh forsook him on the way up. And he will rue that attempted dunk. I think that's the last we've seen of Jaleel Ford for the day. At least it should be.
I'm sure. They're getting their money the trip here to Louisiana.
They sure are. They came for a single purpose, and you can see it.
Yeah. Hopefully they had a chance to enjoy some of the fine Louisiana cuisine.
I hope so.
It looks like they don't miss many meals.
No, but I think all their meals. I think all their meals are fried. Yeah. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. Kirkland Wright got the steal and a nice tackle there by Corey Williams. Good shoestring tackle. Unfortunately, it is not third down, and that's going to send Kirkland right to the line.
Can't get the football out of those Alabama guys. Just can't get it out of them. It's instinctive. Oh, that was Baton Rouge.
Yeah, that was Corey Williams, the young man talking to Coach Blake, who made the shoestring play.
Yeah.
Hey, stop from getting to the basket. And you can hear right there, he's already expecting the trap even with just a minute to go. That was a horrible shot.
Violation. That's a violation. Yeah. Air ball on the second shot is a violation.
Look, I guess Kirkland Wright literally took his eye off the goal. Williams, oh boy, that hesitation was not fooling him when they trapped him pretty bad like a mouse in a cheese factory. There we go. There's the pass back, though. Nice job getting it out there from Simmons to Blake. Off the glass and good. Josiah Blake on the assist from Jason Simmons. And now the Fire having a little trouble getting out of the backcourt. And there's the foul by Simmons. He's going to send... oh, gotcha.
I'm like...
So that's going to send...
Okay.
So that's going to send Dietrich off to the line. Coach Blake informing us that they just want to get somebody, get some points from one of her young men, which is why they're prolonging this. That's why she hasn't signed the DNR yet.
Which is great coaching.
Sure.
These kids come to the gym and practice and work out. And
shooters roll.
And you want to make sure that if you can, everyone contributes.
Absolutely. And these are kids, and they should get a chance to put the brisket in the basket. 22-point whole game. I don't know if that's going to happen, but
this may be the move that keeps that young man motivated to continue to play basketball.
Right. You're right. Dietrich Moss. Oh boy. Corey Williams getting no love, and he's going to get called for the travel. That is the correct call as he dives in the ball. 28.3 seconds to go. Corey Williams could not hold on to the basketball, and you could see him slide as he regained possession. So unfortunately, Lex had no choice but to call that a travel. Here comes Jonathan Wiley. And Williams makes another tackle. Wonder if he plays football too. Has the good, the traditional tackle around the waist.
Bring the ball up for him, have him spot up something.
24.8.
What's the dread like, guys? 23.
Oh, Dubé Asanier.
Dubé Asanier. Dubé.
Jonathan Wiley bricked that one. I think the Fire, not, when you're up by this much, it's hard to focus on all the fundamentals of your foul shooting. I think you're ready to just get out of the gym. That one goes off the front. John Wiley gets his own rebound and passes alertly. Oh boy! And Kenneth Johnson got gang tackled, and he's still on his feet. Man. I mean, it's like Clark. That's Will. No. That's Marquise Williams, yeah. Landed on top of him, and he just kind of flipped him over his back like WWE.
Stay right there. Stay right there. Don't go nowhere. Stay right there.
21.5 seconds to go in the game.
Start bagging him up, bro. Start bagging him up behind that guy.
Johnson takes the first. 57-22. So they'll extend lead now to 35 points. Makes the second one. 58. Asanier takes the ball up the coach. He's pushing off with the right arm, but they're probably not going to call it, and he's about to get robbed. Picks up the dribble. Asanier looks, puts it on glass, and in. Juve Asanier. And that's to the chagrin of Coach Blake. He was trying to get Corey Williams a bucket, and Asanier laid it off the glass instead of putting it in. Wiley from way downtown. Rims on no good. Asanier pushes the ball and loses it. Ezel picks it up. There's a bit of a scrum. 5.5 seconds.
You tried.
5.5 seconds to go in the game.
Come on down here. Come on down here.
Ronnie Ezel will go to the line to shoot two. And that will extend the lead now to 37 points. 59-23 in favor of the Alabama Fire. Going to the bucket. Ezel goes off the back of the iron. Blake couldn't get the rebound. Wiley with the tip back and put in 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. That's the end of the game. The final score. A very, very convincing victory. A 38-point win by the Alabama Fire. The final, the Alabama Fire 61 and the Baton Rouge Heat 24. So it was a 37-point win. So we have a day in the day 2 is in the books. 6 games of action, 5 of them outstanding competitions. Barry, any reflections?
I'm looking forward to tomorrow, Eric. The cream will rise to the top. We'll see some better teams tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see this Fire team again tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to that.
I'm going to try to get a hold of Coach Johnson and see if I can get some words in him with him real quick. Coach Johnson, get a word with you real quick. Eric Hatfield with Louisiana All-American Sports. We're carrying the internet stream of the games.
Okay.
Very convincing, dominating performance from start to finish. Can you just tell us a little bit about what was going on out there?
We tried to play as best as we can for the next game. We had a loss that last game we played, so we want to try to make sure we get back out here, get confidence up, and try to work hard, play hard.
Definitely have your kids' affection, that's for sure. Which is great to see. Jonathan Wiley, he's the daily hat trick player of the game. Outstanding game. His ball handling skills were jaw-dropping for a 9th grader. Obviously, there's natural ability, but obviously there's coaching in there too. How do you teach that and reinforce it and keep him from taking his foot off the gas as he develops?
Well, Jonathan, basically a natural player. We work a lot with ball handling in practice and everything, but like I said, Jonathan is just a God-given talent for him. So he continues to work hard. He never wants to lose. So when you got that heart in the game, then the rest comes in.
So you guys actually lost one?
We lost one in this tournament, but hopefully we'll come back and play well and give them our best in the next game.
Wow. Well, best of luck, Coach. Outstanding game. Good job, boys. And look, y'all can see this on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.net. I'll write it down for you if you like. Y'all can see yourself.
5 on 3, 5 on 3. 1, 2, 3, 5.
Wow, what a team. So that will conclude our activity for the day. Wow, that'll do it. All right, Coach. So that will conclude our broadcast for today. And we will see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. to bring you the semifinal and final rounds of the upper class boys. That will do it for Perry Daniels. I'm Eric Hatfield on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.net. Good night.